I have a man here that I like the people to meet. I like all the people to meet because I'm very proud of this man, and without him, I wouldn't be here today. This is my father, and I don't think you'd like to see him, Roop. If I was you, you must be pretty embarrassed. He came all the way from Boston because he has something to say to you, Roop.
Mr. Sullivan.
Yeah. Roop, you used to be a friend, but now you've turned to be an enemy. You've crippled one of my sons, and now you're trying to get my other son suspended from wrestling. You've got to be stopped.
That's it, Roop. You heard it. Now look it, you broke my brother's shoulder, you know it. You once were a friend. You crippled my younger brother. This one you're not going to cripple. Roop, everybody in this audience knows, and at home, your shoulder's not broken. Your shoulder's not broken, Roop. If you were a man and want to see something justice done to my family, you give my father the pleasure of stepping in that ring with me now. Take that thing off. You're not hurt.
Let me just say something here. Mr. Sullivan, it's true that I slept under your roof and I broke bread with your family many times. And those are all fine memories. But the very fact that you're out here in person with your son who's crippled me and is trying to do it even further shows me that you're on his side, and I'm going to forget the past. And let me tell you this, old man, you better, that's right, I said you better take this kid and do something with him or he's going to get crippled too.
Oh, Mr. Sullivan,
And I hit him as hard as I think I could hit anybody right there. I was so happy when that mask came off that it wasn't, my father can't contain it anymore. I brought him in here. This is him. He couldn't believe it. Said, it's all over. We're going home. Take the tape to Johnny and let's let him see the whole thing. As you can see, Roop's stunned. Right there, my father's not trying to touch Roop. All he wants to do is get him off me. He just wants to... This was deliberate as he looked at him. You can see this. You can see...
the shoulder breaker, and that's an illegal, that's been barred. Illegal hold. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in professional wrestling. Of course, you were the obvious concern over your dad there, and I certainly hope he gets well soon.
And I'd like to just say right now, I'd like to thank Dr. Richards sitting here because he came in and helped my dad. And like I said before, the only thing I feel, I let my father down, I let myself down, and I let all the people down that were part of me in my movement to get Roop. Because if you ever had to live anything over again, I'd just like to live 5 minutes of that match over one time. Because I thought that there was...
Of course, it's very hard here for Kevin Sullivan to talk. He's watching himself work on his dad, who's seriously injured, now in a hospital in Boston, and hopefully he'll be out of it for too long. Kevin, good luck tonight, and I think that's the end of the tape. Yes, it is. Okay, we'll get right into the match now. Just a moment. We've got promoter Roy Shire here. Kevin,
Hank, I just want to make a statement right here. As you well know, Bob Roop misrepresented the fact that he was hurt. And he not only lied to the National Wrestling Alliance, and that's all I can say is he lied to the National Wrestling Alliance, he lied to me, and I think he even lied to the fans, because when you say you're hurt and you're not, only I can say that's a damn lie. So because of that, the National Wrestling Alliance is now taken into consideration, and there will be a meeting in the next couple days to have the man suspended from wrestling. We've also are considering, too, of letting Kevin Sullivan use his hold again. And here's the one that nobody's going to like me for, but this is the way it's going to be. Kevin Sullivan has been fined $1,000.
For what? For what? For what?
If you'll just listen, I'll tell you, too. The reason that Kevin Sullivan has been fined $1,000 is before the match in the Cow Palace, I told his father that he could go down to ringside, that he could sit there, but he couldn't go in the ring. And after the match was over, he did go in the ring. In other words, he ignored my warning. And if we let him, that means that anybody can go in the ring, and we can't allow that. So for him entering the ring, Kevin Sullivan has been fined $1,000.
Look at that. That's an ugly, nasty wound. This wound was inflicted by the fist of Kevin Sullivan. And if you look closely, when you took a look, you notice there's not too many scars on my head because I'm a fantastic athlete and a scientific wrestler. It takes a ruffian and a thug like Kevin Sullivan to do something like this. I had to wait 3 hours to get sewed up for a specialist, a plastic surgeon from the East Coast, to fly out here. And during that wait, I suffered a lot of pain because all I could remember was Kevin Sullivan beating on me, and I was seeing him through a haze of a film of my own blood. And when the surgeon got here and sewed me up, he told me that despite everything he could do, I'm going to have a scar here. And that means that every time I look in the mirror, when I'm shaving for the rest of my life, I'm going to see a scar, and I'm going to think of Kevin Sullivan. And that's the last memory I have of him, is him pounding on me, and I cannot go to my grave with that memory in my mind. I have a way. The memory I want in my mind of Kevin Sullivan, when I see this scar and I think of Kevin Sullivan, I want the memory of him where he is both physically and emotionally and mentally a broken man. I don't want to just break his arms and his legs. I want to break his heart, and I want to warp his mind. And I want to finish this thing once and for all, because I found out something Saturday night at the Cow Palace. I found out where Kevin Sullivan gets his strength, and he gets it from you people. And when he came down to the ring, he was very, very strong. But as the match progressed and you begin to see the kind of champion I am and the kind of fighting heart I have, you started losing your support for Kevin Sullivan. You started supporting me, and I felt him losing his strength. He hit me with his best shot, and he busted me open, but he didn't even knock me down or knock me out. Well, Sullivan, if your friends hadn't come down there and pulled me off you, I would have beat you and finished it right there. I want a match with you that will finish it once and for all, till the best man wins. I quit, Texas death. I don't care what kind of match it is, until one man cannot continue, because you and I both know in that last 30 seconds we were alone, you and I both know that I was the better man.
United States Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. Bob Roop, Kevin Sullivan. What a match it's going to be. Kevin, congratulations on a fine victory tonight, but tonight is what you finally have been waiting for. You've got.
It's been a long time, and it's a long wait, and the people behind me that have supported me, I'd like to thank you right now. I don't have to tell everybody what Roop's done to my family, because the people here are like part of my family. He crippled my brother, 2 cow palaces a show. He sent my father to the hospital. Well, Roop wanted a death match. Well, we get a match, all right. There's no stopping for cuts of blood and no disqualification. I'd just like to say this to Bob Roop. I want you to listen to this real carefully, Roop. You know, when you get beat or you quit, I don't have to stop beating on you. I don't have to stop beating on you because I can't get disqualified. What happened last time was you're the only champion never to take a fall against the challenger. I beat you in the first fall, and you were carried out in your backside the last fall. You had 19 stitches. They stopped me last show. They won't stop me this time. The people behind me, there was an overflow crowd. Everybody was on my side. I have something to live up to. I have to live up to my family and the people that are my family out here. I told them last time I was going to beat you pretty bad, and I did. The only thing was, when we were in there, I forgot all about everybody else, and I thought what I was going to do to you and how I was going to end it. I got a little too far, and I got disqualified. We both did, and they stopped it because we were both bleeding. I said this before. When I get you down this time, there's no stopping. You can say you give up, and I want to hear you say you give up, and I want to hear you say to me, I'm sorry for everything I've done to you and your family and your movement. But that ain't going to be enough, because sorries come easy. And you're going to be sorry, all right? Sorry when you end up getting carried out of that ring like you did the last time, on your back. But this time, it ain't just going to be 19 stitches, Bob. It'll be 119, because you've embarrassed me, you've hurt my family, you've hurt my movement, and without the people here, I could have never forced you in a return match. You don't want the match, Roop, because you know this is it. I'm going to get you in the ring. I know I'm going to be hurt when I get out of there. I'm not going to take anything away from you, tough. But I'm going to put a hurting on you, and I'm going to make you so sorry that you ever started this with my family and my people. And I'm going to do it